Hey everybody, welcome back to RotoCurve.com segment for this week's FanDuel Week 5 Sleepers for NFL Daily Fantasy Sports. Of course, this is the last video of this current week's installment, so be sure to go over to the rest of this channel and look at all the other videos. We discuss some guys we like, some guys we don't like. Of course, we have some videos based on guys that we like as a whole, all on one slide, and a whole bunch of other things. So be sure to look at this channel. Of course, go over to RotoCurve.com and look at the rest of the free tools, free analysis, everything you can use to make this week a good one. So without further ado, let's get into FanDuel's Week 5 Sleepers. At quarterback, I really like Jay Cutler this week. We talked about it before in the other videos, but the one thing I do like about him is the fact that he does have one of the best matchups, and in fact, it's the best matchup for quarterbacks facing the Kansas City Chiefs, who have been first in allowing opposing quarterback fantasy points. They've gotten toasted pretty much every week, and Cutler's that guy that gets to face him this week. And at just $7,400, he's a lot cheaper than some of these other quarterbacks, so he makes for a sleeper play in a top matchup, which makes him a cash option. Now, of course, a lot of people don't like the volatility of Jay Cutler. So for me personally, I think he's a safe cash play, but others may think that he's just a top tournament play. I think he's good for either one simply because of the fact that he has this top matchup and he will be throwing the ball. At running back, we discussed before, and I still like him as a top sleeper pick simply because he is the minimum price at $4,500, and that's Anthony Dixon. Of course, you have to make sure that he is the starter. Carlos Williams didn't practice again on Thursday, and Sean McCoy is likely out as well. So make sure that he is the starter, but if he is, it makes for a top value play at just $4,500. Faces the Tennessee Titans, who have allowed 4.5 yards per carry, and they've given up 3 rushing touchdowns in just 3 games. So he has a decent matchup. He is on a team that runs the ball a lot. So if he is the starter, be sure to get him into your lineups as a value back. The last value guy this week is Owen Daniels, who is another value guy with a top-tier matchup. And Owen Daniels is just $4,900, so he's about $2,500 less than Gronkowski and some of the other top tight ends, or mid-tier tight ends, I guess I should say. And he faces the Oakland Raiders, so he draws that lottery ticket. We've discussed that before. And the lottery ticket is facing the Raiders, who have allowed 6 touchdowns to tight ends already in 4 games. They've allowed the most fantasy points to opposing tight ends, and considering his matchup, the quarterback that he has thrown to him, and Peyton Manning, who likes to exploit short matchups and those short out routes, which Owen Daniels could see a lot of in the end zone. So considering the fact that he has the top matchup and he could score a touchdown, it makes him a good play in tournaments on FanDuel at just $4,900. I wouldn't recommend using him in cash, though, because he does only have 12 catches, but as a top-tier tournament option at just $400 over the minimum, he makes for a nice sleeper play. That wraps up this week's sleepers for Week 5 in FanDuel NFL DFS. Be sure to head over to RotoCurve and check out all the free tools, all the free analysis, and let's use everything in our repertoire here to make Week 5 a profitable one in NFL. Good luck, everybody.